What up? What up? This is the Dead by Daylight, fun little survival game. Asymmetrical PvP. And the thing about this game is there's a killer killing 4 survivors, but what I've noticed in this game is that a lot of people are just really bad survivors, and playing the killer is a lot easier than it is to play a survivor, I will say that. And in terms of rank, I see a lot more high rank killers than I do survivors. So I decided, I did make a killer video initially, but it wasn't that exciting, there wasn't much commentary, not a lot of tips to give. So I'm going to be doing that for Survivor because I was asked in game by a player who wanted some tips, and there wasn't enough time to really tell him anything useful. So, there is some luck involved because the killer is the host. So if the killer has a bad connection, you could be rubber banding all over the place, and maybe you're trying to jump through a window and that'll mess up and it'll end up hitting you because of his connection, or he'll just leave the game outright. And that can be frustrating, but hopefully the devs will fix some of that stuff. So I'm going to go through a live game, I'm going to give some commentary, some tips. Hopefully I try to cover as many things as possible and remain focused and don't get caught myself so I don't look like a complete idiot. Since the levels are capped at 6, you can't really run with items. I do have items, but I mean, it's whatever. Just search for chests, grab something in game. Once this game goes live, I mean, you could roll items all the time because there's no level cap. The soft cap will be 50, but once you essentially beat 50 on the blood web, it'll keep going through 50 again over and over, sort of like a prestige system, I guess you could call it. So you'd have infinite items and chances at perks. Okay, so Macmillan Estate. I gotta change my DPI because this game doesn't have in-game sensitivity, so I gotta change my DPI. Trap right there. That'd be really nice to if I had a toolbox to sabotage that right away. Holy shit! What? I've never seen this before. Okay. Okay, luckily he's bad. Okay, so we know he doesn't have any traps down because we spawned right next to him. So there's an infinite loop you can do here if there are no traps around. As I'm going to showcase right here. There's... What is he doing? Okay, so in this situation, this current situation, I have the killer, he knows about me, and I could probably escape right now, but I'm not going to. I can just jump over these windows infinitely, and he will never be able to catch me as long as I play semi-decently. So, normally in a game, if you come up on this building later, the killer's shack, you always want to check both sides of the window. You want to scout it out, make sure there are no traps on either side of the window, because a good killer will trap usually the inside of the far window, this window right here. A really good killer will set up and put traps on both of those. Also, this is the Macmillan Estate map, so there is, I mean, there's always another building in every map. And there's also windows in the special building that's map specific. That killer shack that we were just at is in every map, and the killer's basement can be in either the shack or the special building. So the windows there, those are both the buildings are really good spots to kite, as I was going to do there before we decided to check the closets. But again, always check the windows beforehand. Just saw him right there. I'm sprinting a lot because I'm talking and I'm not focused. Sprinting is okay if you know he's doing something or he's not around, but sprinting does leave tracks. Like, you can't see it here, but there are bright red tracks that look like scratch marks in the killer's POV. So, be completely aware of that. So 2 things you gotta know about stealth. Grass doesn't do shit. Like right here. Line of sight with solid objects. Know where the killer is. Put something in between both of you. Do that, you'll never get caught. if he spots you from afar, you can sprint a little bit, and then like you have to stop at some point to keep walking to different cover, and then do as I just did there earlier and block behind line of sight while walking. Do not run. It makes noise and leaves tracks. That is a big one. Okay, another big one. Avoid grass at all costs if you can. Like walk in between here, like I'm showing right here. Do not go in grass. Traps could be hidden anywhere in there, especially late game. Probably have all his traps down. You could be running through grass, you get snapped. And that is worst case scenario, especially if there's only 2 people left, he will come for you. Okay, so a player just got hooked in the basement. This is also worst case scenario, even though it's 4 players right now. He's hitting her. Okay, so he's probably gonna camp her. But we can't try to be an altruist here. Okay, we can see his light. He's away from me here. Okay, so go through here quietly because you don't want him to hear. It makes a big huge pop-up if you dash through a window. Go through quietly, doesn't alert him. Okay, she didn't struggle enough, so she's dead. He still has no traps on either side of here. And we have to dash this because he's really close. We don't want to risk it. Okay, so he's right there. You can also use his light. He has a little front light. I don't know what the light comes from, but it helps. Oh, this is handy. We just spotted the trapdoor. Trapdoor is, well, it's invaluable if you are the last player alive. Okay, he's coming through the door. Can't afford to sneak. See, showcasing the infinite loop. It's really strong, can build a lot of boldness if you're trying to get rank or points, whatever. But this guy's not very good. I mean, he really shouldn't be wasting his time with me right now. I could have snuck through that one. So what the killer needs to do in this situation is 100% get a trap down. I mean, it's infinite. I can do this literally the entire game. I'm really just waiting for him to figure it out. He's trying to be sneaky, but like I could see his red light through that wall when he was camping around that corner. So try to be aware of that. He thinks he's fucking, thinks he's a quarterback or something. I don't know. You have that reach. Okay. Damn. Okay. So here's a good situation to be in. Third person camera, utilize it, abuse it. I can see him, he can't see me. Sit on this corner. See if he pushes this corner like he is here, you just have to do that. But there is a chance, and I've had it happen. Sneak through here. They get a little disoriented. See, he for some reason he thought I went in the closet. He thinks I went in the basement. So, okay, so he doesn't know where I'm at. I could just leave right now. Like. Also, if he does go and get a trap to deter you from this, like maybe he has one in his hand, he starts setting it up, that is a good opportunity to leave. Because when he's setting a trap, he's looking at the floor, he can't really know what you're doing. Fucking window. So if you just leave, he won't know which direction you leave in, and he also won't know if he can cancel because you're leaving. I mean, he could juke and cancel the bear trap setup, but it's highly doubtful that he would do that. He'll probably go through with the setup and you could just escape. So make sure you listen for the bear trap setup noise and utilize that opportunity. Okay, so we're down to 1 objective. Because I wasted so much of his time, my team has been able to do things. Being a distraction is, I mean, it does accomplish a goal. I'm just kind of running, wasn't really paying attention to where the killer could be. And I'm in grass. If you are in grass, you need to go through grass. Try and sneak. I mean, it's very unlikely that a trap is in certain spots. If you're really unsure, crawl through the grass and look for a disarm prompt. There also will be a perk and I think there's a perk in the game right now where you can detect traps that are 2 meters from you. A very good perk. I'm using one that I can detect survivors that are injured from up to 32 meters. Very good, because if someone's injured, I need to heal them, because an injured survivor will attract a lot of attention. They make a lot of noise. They bleed. It's really bad to be injured in this game. So this aura, it'll allow me, or this perk, I'll put an aura on injured survivors, and I can go to heal them. It's very frustrating though when they don't let me heal them. But you know, there's no VoIP, so it's kind of, you just gotta hope that they understand what you want to do. Hopefully they add in. Okay, I sprinted a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't see any scratch marks over here. They do fade off pretty fast, maybe 5 seconds. I'm not entirely sure on the specifics, but they do fade. They're not permanent or anything. There's a perk that reduces the time that they stay on the ground. Not a bad perk. I see people running with the treasure chest aura. You can see treasure chests. Garbage perk, do not use it. Please. There are several spots in which a chest is pretty much guaranteed to be in. Okay, we saw the killer by his shack over here, so just keep an eye on him and we can line of sight. See. I mean, this doesn't really showcase too much because this killer isn't that great, to be completely honest. I've come across some very good killers, and I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know where this. I mean, yeah, we know that one's there, but usually that means gates. Didn't show up on the, yeah, like that one's showing up there, but the second one wasn't showing up. I might have missed it or something. It's already, the red light means someone's activated it beyond like 15% maybe. Is it open? It's open. So, okay, so we pretty much won because we can take a hit and just run by him and we're good. Just heard a snap, no one's captured. I don't know what that was all about. I wonder if he saw me. Okay, I'm sprinting. He should be able to track me down here. It doesn't look like he's able to do so. Okay. Okay, teammate here. He's good. Only one other person. He's already escaped. We're good. 100%. Pretty easy, except that one guy that got caught, put in the basement. Can't really do a whole lot about that. If there are like 3 of you or something, I mean, you have to run a distraction. He has to leave the basement in order for you to go down into the basement and free your teammate. So it's a 2-man job essentially. Actually, I'm gonna run through perks real fast, see what we got. Okay, we'll make it. This is good if you have a med kit. You can get someone off a hook. You'll probably take a hit, and then maybe you can get away and heal yourself if you get to one of those infinite loops from the first game, like one of the buildings that are hopefully not trapped that you've already scouted. No one left behind. I mean, no. Resilience is, it's not good. 3% is minuscule, but I mean, if you have nothing else, it's fine. Deja vu is, it's useless. Let's put it that way. Empathy is really good, because like I said, you can spot injured teammates, get them not injured. That is really useful for your team. Oh yeah, jumping through obstacles. I'm not actually entirely sure what the detection range actually means, because as far as I know, if you hold shift, sprint, and vault over something, it's global. It goes, the killer could be anywhere, and I've seen vault pop-ups, so maybe it means not holding shift, but I'm not really entirely sure. The rank 1 version of Slippery Meat is extremely poor. It's not happening is poor, and we're talking about that. Plunder's Instinct. Bond is way better. Plunder's Instinct is, like I said, there's a lot of set chest spawns that you can figure out, so it's not really that useful. Bond is kind of like empathy. You can, I mean, you can detect a teammate regardless, but it has much less range. So it's not as good in my opinion. This one is good as well. Reduces the time those scratch marks when you're sprinting. Zone 4. I would take lightweight over bond at rank 1 anyway. So there's this guy. Iron Will. Okay, so that one's bad. Dark Instinct. What is this? Oh. I don't know. Kind of weak in my opinion. Bad. Premonition is absolutely terrible. Iron Will is... I mean, these are both pretty bad, honestly. I think I would take... No. They're both really bad, it doesn't matter. So the good perks are empathy. Bond is okay. That's like it. I mean, for the ones that I got, I know people got a lot better perks than I have. Like, I've seen someone with Slippery Meat rank 2 increases by 10% and also increase of 5% to free yourself. That one is actually decent. Rank 1 is not. There's also, actually let me switch over to Killer. I got really bad Killer perks as well. Crow's 25% chance, bad. No Escapes Death, terrible. Sloppy Butcher, bad. Unnerving Presence, bad. I have no good perks on Killer. There is one that, it's a rare perk called Insidious that I've seen a lot of killers running with. Beware, this is a survivor, that there is a perk for Killer that it allows them to stand in one place for 6 seconds. Once it's been 6 seconds, their terror radius reduces to 0. So they essentially, you know, there's no more heartbeats, anything like that. And if you don't know about this, it's very terrifying the first time a killer pops out at you and there's no heartbeats. But just be aware that killers will utilize that on hooks. If they hook someone, they'll just stand behind a tree or something. Hard to deal with in the basement as well. They can sit behind a corner with a player hooked on in the basement, and surprise. Really strong perk. If you know about it, its effects are a bit less, but it still can catch you off guard. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into another game. Continuing to run with Claudette because in my situation with the perks that I have, like I said, empathy is probably the best one for me. Macmillan Estate again. Ironworks of Misery. Actually, the Macmillan Estate, that's... So there's 3 like locations, and there's different maps for each location. Ironwork of Misery is the one with this building. This is the special building for this. I believe there's only one window, this window. So it's easier for the killer because it's easier to trap one window than multiple windows. There are a lot of more entrances though. So this place isn't that great. There is an upstairs. Like there's a catwalk going up the stairs, which I've always seen a treasure chest up there. Killer's basement did happen to be in here, so we're gonna get this treasure chest. When the game just starts, what I like to do is I immediately go for the basement, so I can get that treasure chest. Okay, we do have music playing. And if someone gets caught early and they get brought to the dungeon, you can hide back here. This is probably the best spot. And you can do a little sneaky move and unhook them. I've done that once in a game. Very cool to do. Unfortunately, the guy I rescued was like AFK after he got hooked, so he just stood there after I unhooked him. Quite unfortunate. Okay, so I got a medkit. Medkit is very useful. Healing yourself. So you have a medkit? Oh shit. You can run distraction because you can take a hit, camp those windows, and heal yourself. And then you can take another hit, so on and so forth. You should be able to get 2 heals out of the medkits that you find in a treasure chest. They are weak medkits. There are medkits that have like double the charges. Another medkit in there, so that's interesting. Okay, so this guy attempted escape. I didn't talk about that in the first game. Attempting escape is always a bad idea, unless you have a perk for it, which pretty low chance of you getting. Okay, he's camping. There's no one else. I don't see anyone else going for her. And on Sliver, she... yeah, if you attempt escape, it takes away like 20% of your bleed out bar each time you attempt, and there's, I think, a 5% chance that you get off. And if you do get off, he's just going to put you right back on, and you're just worse off. Attempting escape is never a good idea, unless it's like a last resort mechanic. Okay, he's below me. I don't know. Okay, he's just checking that generator. Oh, he's actually coming upstairs. Okay, we're going to have to sprint. He's checking here. We don't want to start sprinting, so we have to. I don't think he saw me there. No, he did see me. Fuck. Well, luckily this is an infinite loop as well. Upstairs and downstairs, the one stone window can be infinite loop. If they come through the window, you just have to react fast too. Damn. Just going for that reach. Nah, he spotted me. It's unfortunate. Okay, he tried to juke. Yeah, don't. Wait until he comes around that corner. It's close, but you can do it. Okay, he's trying to do that again. Fortunately, I can't talk about a lot of tips right now because a bit preoccupied. So he comes around. Okay. Like I said before, this is a huge distraction. He's wasting so much time. He's wasting so much time. Even if he catches me. Yeah, I can see his light. That helps a lot. Okay. He wants to continue this game. I didn't sneak that because I was a little worried. Okay, he's finally giving up. Finally giving up. Look, I've maxed out my boldness already. Jesus. If you're an incredibly new player, you don't have a lot of experience, it is expected that you panic in that given situation. So don't beat yourself up too much if you get caught. I think he's still up there, actually. He tried to juke me somehow. I don't know. But yeah, if you're inexperienced, it's understandable that you panic in a situation, you make a poor choice. Whether you get chased down or get juked, whatever. The more you play, the more experience you'll get, the more you'll learn what to do in a situation. He finally left this building. Okay, so we got 2 generators up. The killer is, yeah, he got that one guy, but other than that, he's really accomplished nothing. He hasn't been able to lay traps. There's probably no traps on the map right now. Our other 2 guys are probably good, and plus I'm on this generator. Really good situation to be in. Fortunately, this doesn't showcase too much again because that killer wasn't too good. A good killer would not have wasted that much time. A good killer would have left. He would be putting traps down. A trapper is useless without his traps. So, like I said, watch out for bushes. Don't jump through a window unless you know it's not trapped. Again, you can get close to a window and use your third-person camera to peek over. Being chased and you have to take a window, I mean, you're gambling, but try to do this. Check both ways, make sure there's not a trap there, 100%. If you get trapped, you're in deep trouble. It's pretty much a guaranteed hook. You can also bring a toolbox is extremely useful against the trapper because you can sabotage his traps. I don't know if it's a bug or intentional, but sometimes if you're trying to disarm a bear trap, it will fail, and it won't. And you have to try again. You have to try and disarm it again. So sabotaging it, I think, is a little faster, and there's not the chance for failure. So toolbox extremely good against the trapper. If you break all of his traps, I mean, what's he gonna do? Trapper's not that great without his traps. Okay, our teammate got injured, so we're gonna stick it a little bit here. You can also obviously sabotage the hooks. I have been in a game as a killer where the only hooks I had were the ones in my basement, and it is tough because if the survivors stick to the other side of the map, you can't actually get them to the basement because they'll just wiggle free every time, and it's annoying, really. Oh god, he got hooked. So I got a med kit, I'm full health. There is a situation in which this is possible, and it completely relies on the killer not staring at his victim. Shit, are you kidding me? I can't run distraction because I'm by myself. If he knows that I'm here, it greatly increases the chance that he's going... Oh, he unhooked. That means he's dead, so we're leaving. Actually, he's going to be in struggle state, I believe. I don't think he got into struggle state. He might have spotted me there, actually. We'll find out. Oh, he actually got in his own trap. But that's actually bad. We know there's a trap there. The only situation I can actually free him is if he completely just leaves. And if I get spotted, I'm screwed. So you do not want to be ballsy here. You don't want to be bold in that situation. You just want to wait it out, see what happens. Understand that you cannot save everyone. Injury. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And you're done. I always tried to force the issue. I tried to force unhooking someone. I really wanted to save them, like 100%. I wanted to save them. Understand that your life is more important because you're not hooked. Well, I'll give you a little love tap. There you go. There you go, buddy. So don't try to force yourself unhooking someone. Stay hidden, because staying hidden is the most important aspect of this game as a survivor. Stay hidden 100%, don't sprint, but try to stay close to the hook. See if someone else runs a distraction, and see if he gets distracted, then unhook, and watch out for a trap at the survivor's feet. If you have a toolbox, you can sabotage it really fast, then unhook, and you're good to go. So hopefully that was useful for you. Killer was ranked 20, so like I said, not the best killer. Okay, so that was some Dead by Daylight tips. Hopefully you found useful. If there is another situation, strategy, anything else, tactic that I did not address and that you feel I should, I guess let me know in the comments. I'll try and reply to that and help you out some more. Obviously, this game is quite new, so I don't really know a whole lot because I just got into the beta. But yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed that and got some useful tips out of it.